So this recall business with the NHTSA, it's kind of nuts, at least to me, but to the news it seems like the end of the world, with 2 million cars recalled in the States. Crazy, but it seems like nothing to me. It's just a normal software update. There are three things happening with this recall update, software recall, whatever you want to call it. First off, it's being combined with a holiday update. This holiday update is what we've been expecting with, like, I think it adds Apple Podcasts and a bunch of other things. You can probably find another video about the holiday update itself. I think there's also visual ultrasonic replacement for the Tesla Vision vehicles, where it kind of shows you the color and shapes of your surrounding objects instead of a 360-degree camera view. It actually just kind of makes shapes on your screen of what it sees instead of just the force field lines of sorts. But with this recall specifically, what's happening is so the first of those two things with the recall, first, they're increasing the size of the text of the warning labels. Basically, when the car tells you to apply pressure to the steering wheel, when it tells you to pay attention to the road, those little pop-ups are being just increased in size. And I've seen screenshots of what the new one looks like, and they're not that much different. So thank you, NHTSA, for putting our tax dollars to work to increase the text size of my in-car display. Thank you, appreciate that. Second thing happening here is that if you strike out of autopilot, and this is not FSD, this is just plain autopilot that's included on all Teslas in the States, or Canada, I suppose. What's happening is if you strike out 5 times in a row, which means you get to the point where it's disabled for the rest of the drive, you might have seen that before. Basically, if you don't give the feedback that you are paying attention to the road, or if it detects you're on your phone or something, basically what happens is the car will turn off autopilot for the rest of this drive. Basically meaning pull over, put the car in park, put it back into drive, and you've got autopilot back. If you do that 5 times in a row, you are then locked out of autopilot for 7 days. That's the other big part of what this recall is. And I should also note that the text size function, the text size increase, is only for Model 3 and Model Y. That doesn't apply to Model X and S, apparently, according to the NHTSA, because those have screens that are more front and center versus off to the side of you while you're driving. I think that's kind of interesting. So basically, if you're a Model S or Model X owner, your recall is only adding the function that kicks you out of autopilot if you strike out 5 times in a row. And 5 times is a lot. 5 times is a ton. I've only struck out, once or twice on a full road trip before, and it's just because of the random timing of how autopilot works, but I think it's kind of nuts. The other part is that in the last update, they added the option to do single press autopilot, which I don't like myself because it doesn't keep cruise control active when you go to make a lane change. But that being said, that's also part of this upcoming update where it's rolling out wide to everybody. Another minor note is that it increases strictness of driver attention requirements when using auto steer and approaching traffic lights or stop signs or other traffic control devices. That's the recall. All of this fanfare and all of these news articles and all of this campaigning by the senators who were at the forefront of this battle against unsafe software is just, yeah, kicks you out if you strike out 5 times in a row and increases the text size. Great, love it. Well, hey, that's it for me. My name is Troy Meekoff. I am the Cybertruck guy on X. I'll see you guys in the next one.